notice when they were putting the show together, or was it just, okay, I'm casting this individually, and oh, by the way, here's the doctor, and here's the mechanic, and here's the tough guy?
Nobody cared what I thought about anything.
That's not true. Actually, it's just about 10 years since we started, since the pilot season came up, we all got the role. It's really the 10-year anniversary of the casting of that. And we had a dinner that Joss took us to at a nice fancy Italian restaurant somewhere on the west side of Los Angeles. Yeah, Valentino's. And I remember asking Ron, I said, what's the key to keeping something like this together and making sure that we don't get cranky at each other? And Ron said one of the most profound things that stuck with me to this day is just keep it about the work. He said that, just keep it about the work. And we failed miserably at it because that's why Josh killed him in the movie.
I don't know how to take this shit.
You and Tudyk ever get on the phone with Sean going, man, what did we do to piss Wheaton off that much? Sean, what about you? We've seen, we saw Adam in a ton of stuff, Ron in a couple roles every now and then. We need to get you more work, Ron, seriously. But Sean, what was it like when you were, the first couple of days on the set where everybody's still feeling each other out, and Nathan's obviously pulling the pranks on everybody and everything else. So what was it like for you coming into that kind of environment? This is the mechanic.
What was it? I think we all started working the same day, right? Day one, except minus Marina, because she wasn't casting. Marina was the last to join the clan. But I think it was, we shot first when we were in the cargo bay. Like the first. Just remember. I mean, I think we all talk about how there's sort of this instantaneous, organic chemistry that we all had, and it sounds like a cliche, but it's actually not. That we kind of all clicked right away, except for Marina. But because she wasn't there yet. So yeah, there wasn't much yelling or feeling out. It was very easy, very fast, which is not the case on lots of sets in this industry.
Joel, there are a lot of TV shows where it's either really strongly skewed towards men, really strongly skewed towards women. Very gender-balanced cast for Firefly, really from the get-go. And you always hear the thing that Josh has to ask over and over again, why do you write something strong, female character, blah, blah, blah. And if you haven't seen that, there's a great YouTube clip that Equality now has on their website where Josh is accepting an award from. And it's a very long, drawn-out answer, as Josh will do, on why female characters are so important for him to get right the first time. But what was it like working on one of the sets where it's a very balanced cast of them?
I don't know.
You were there.
It's a really complicated question, man.
No.
I like strawberries. Thought of it that way, honestly. We were just such good friends. We were all really, really tight from the get-go. So it's just, I don't know. I just felt like I was with a family.
Well, obviously, Marina was your maid of honor at your wedding, for crying out loud. That's pretty impressive. Now, by the way, I want to ask you guys something. Of the 4 people sitting up here on this table, how many, at least one of them, is on your special exemption list with your girlfriends or your wives? The wife would never ask copy. It's not going to make this awkward.
Okay, I'm going to read it.
Go ahead.
And it's been approved and signed by his wife. Signature on it. Gina
she was in Haywire, the season server.
Okay, Rosario Dawson, not bad. Carla Gugino, she's hot. Christina Hendricks, she's hot. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, she's pretty hot. And me.
Who's Justin Bieber?
Yours is Adam, not mine. Hey. It's been 10 years since, and we'll do one round of booze for Fox. There it is. It's already out of your system. Even after the show wraps, the fans start a campaign to get the show released on DVD. It becomes a massive hit on DVD for Fox and a cash cow for them as well. Jewel, I know you've been to a couple of the Can't Stop the Serenity screenings out in California, and I'm sure you other guys have been involved too. What's it like to be, and anybody can answer this, to have a show that has this kind of an impact 10 years down the road after 13 episode run in one feature film? It's got to be gratifying for your work. Anybody?
We're gratified. Great question. Good setup, good lead in. Clearly this is a testament to Joss's vision, and thank you all for getting it and seeing it and embracing it and enjoying it. And I'd just like to echo the whole family atmosphere and how well I think they cast everyone in the show. And I just wish we'd had 3 million more of you here as eyeballs. We've grown old as Jayne, Grandpa Jayne.
If they were able to put a Subway restaurant on Serenity, do you think the show would have lasted a couple more seasons? Because here's the thing, Firefly taught fans, if you don't get vocal about the shows that you love, like Chuck, then you're not going to be able to get further episodes of it. Because fan-driven shows like Firefly, you watch them in groups. You watch them, you have parties around them on Friday nights at 8 o'clock, and thank you, Fox, for that. But at the same time, Nielsen says, well, no, that's one TV watching it. So at least that taught shows down the road, like Chuck, that you have to get vocal about it and write letters to your sponsors. So. And by the way, congratulations on a great season finale. Seriously.
The words of the inimitable Nathan Fillion.
Thank you! Hang on a second. You guys all have your cell phones here, don't you? One of you has Nathan Fillion on speed. One of you has got to have Nathan's number up. You need to call him and find out why he's not here. While Adam is pulling that up, the microphone for questions is right over here. Just make sure that everybody can actually hear your question. Please start queuing up over here. The mic will get to you. Oh, he'll answer you. Oh, you're both going to call him to you answers first?
I'd be like, fucking ball though. Oh, for Jewel.
While she's looking at that number.
Sure. Hey guys, my name is Doug Goodrich. I'm with YouTube's first social TV network, and that's kind of what my question is for you guys. How are you guys with social networking? Do you update your own Twitter, your Facebook? What's your favorite website?
I'll tell you right now, I've gotten in political arguments with Adam here.
I have a robot that does it for me. A robo Twitter account. So, I'm too busy golfing. What is Twitter?
Just ask somebody to tweet you.
We're going to leave a message, okay? Hang on. I'm giving you the finger. Goodbye.
Is it voicemail, just leave a message by, is that what it is? Just, hey, this is me, leave it. And then he's out. Adam,
What do you think he says? This is the captain of
Billy Connolly from the Boondock Saints was an amazing Scottish comedian. We did the same trick to him when we were doing Boondock Saints too. And it was the nastiest outgoing message I've ever heard in my life. It was absolutely awesome.
Thanks.
Next question, please.
Hi, for each of you, do you have a very particular favorite moment in either the movie or the episode that you shot?
Yeah, one of my favorites is when we're going into the bar. And little Kaylee here says something about Twixter nethers. I just thought it was just a darling moment. Obviously, there's some more. But truly my favorite was that whole mule chase. That was one of the most early on scenes we shot, and it was very physical. There was a lot of rehearsal, jumping around that mule and on cable work. And it was one of the funnest, most fun few days of the year. How about you?
One of my favorite moments is when Sean gets shot, and I have two favorite moments, but I love that scene where you say to River, I'm sorry. It kills me. It makes me cry. And I also love that scene where we make out.
Yeah, I'm not answering any questions about Firefly. I'm kidding. It's so funny, I'm just going to echo everybody. Jayne was my favorite episode.
Yes!
It was just a lot of fun. Fun to me, and getting around with this one was really challenging. Other than Philly, you seem to get beat up a lot on the show. I mean, so a whole lot of stunt punching, and I'm hoping that people are pulling their punches, yes? Yes. Yeah. But I think we didn't, Chewie and Nathan had some crazy fight scenes, and he had trouble. Chewie had trouble not actually punching and fighting and kicking and beat up after shooting that. And then my other favorite moment is when I get shot. But it's after, but it's after I get shot and when I'm laying there. When my favorite moment, for some reason, in that movie is when Miranda says, "Put pressure here," and like everyone always asks, like, "What's your?" And for me, because it was just being surrounded by all of us, it was like. I think it was Nathan who was saying he loved that moment, and we just said it too, thank you. But it was so easy for me to look up at everybody around there, and it just sort of felt, I don't know, like one of those genuinely wonderful moments as an actor. Yeah.
And Rob.
In Serenity, I loved the last moment before I took my last breath.
I was having a jocks the other day, and that's his favorite moment.
Awkward. Oh, so a little late.
So awkward.
I know that most of y'all probably didn't expect the show to have the kind of impact that obviously you did. But specifically Jewel, I used you as an example to get my daughter to go out and learn how to change the tires. Did you expect that you were going to be such an outstanding, strong role model, not just for women to do valuable, important uplifting things, but stuff like teaching their boyfriends how to change a damn tire.
You're welcome.
I mean, you heard those stories all the time with Michelle Nichols from Star Trek, where she was a black woman role model on TV every week, very capable officer, and people got into engineering careers for it, and I know for a fact that's the case, not just from changing the tires, but I know people who have gone to mechanic school because it's not just for guys, it's for lovely women who love strawberries and pretty dresses.
I can't take credit. I mean, it's all Josh. He wrote it.
He wasn't in the dress that we know of.
Yeah, you don't know what he's doing after hours. No. I don't know where that dress is, but my guess is it's in Nathan Fillion's basement somewhere.
Probably in Chris Evans wear it right now on the set of The Avengers. Yeah.
This question to everyone, not really the same process as much, but what's the most fun you've had on any project in your acting career?
The most fun I've ever had working was on Serenity because of the movie. I mean, the series as well, but the movie was something so special because it was a series that was canceled and it was resurrected by Joss's just determination. So I think we all just approached it as something that we knew it was really this special opportunity for us all to recreate roles that we had lost, and we were all heartbroken, devastated when it was canceled. So to have that uplifted again was just magical. So for me, that's the most fun I've ever had.
Yeah. Getting a little emotional there, big guy. I agree with you. I think it was closure that everybody needed, and it had a different feel to it because when we were doing the series, we were always worried about losing our job. And the movie had a beginning, a middle, and an end as far as, you know, a start date and an end date. So I think, sorry, Ron. The movie's a little bit more subject with Ron. But yeah, I just remember laughing a lot and having a lot of fun on that set.
Especially when Ron
Yeah. That was so funny. Remember that point?
How does blood capsule taste anyway?
Well, I'm not going to say Serenity.
Why?
Well, I could. That'd be boring. I had a lot of fun reuniting with Jewel for Warehouse 13.
Yes.
I kid you not, my cheekbones hurt. At the end of the day, I came home, and I was like, why are my cheekbones so sore? Because this one and I laughed for, 18 hours? It was a grueling shoot, like, work till 7 a.m., back at 7 p.m., like, work till, it was...
And we had those huge giant fans on us, remember? And it was freezing cold.
And we were just sat in the corner cackling at everybody.
We were laughing hysterically.
How many blown
nothing.
takes? How many blown takes?
None for us. None for us.
None for us.
No way.
No.
We're professionals.
You look real professional in your spandex purple suit.
And that would be my least favorite moment of my career. Put that thing
I just
on.
remember Sean coming out of the trailer. Wearing that suit. I just looked at you and started laughing. And you were like, this is my life now.
It was one piece. So it wasn't like I had pants on and a top. It was one piece, so it was like a leotard, which is pulled up in that area. So kind of. But after, but like, at first I was shy about, I would go like this. I'd be like, oh, excuse me. Might reach down and shift, so I had to like yank and pull. And I was just grabbing my crotch the whole time.
Yeah, you didn't care after a while.
I don't care.
I was like, what are you doing? You're like, I'm grabbing my balls. That's what I'm doing.
I'm shifting. Very good. Ron, what was your spandex moment?
About 3 minutes ago.
Ron, there's got to be a favorite moment in your career, Firefly or not. You know, I mean, working with the great cast of Miller, the amazing roles you've done through the career.
You know, it's weird. I should have anticipated this question. But I guess one of the things that, you know, I'm not real big on improv. And so one of the things that happened on Barney, for example, was that there was a scene where Barney got really kind of confrontational with me. And there was some kind of an issue about blackness or something. And the way the thing was written, I didn't like the way the thing was written. And so Danny said to me, no, you know what? It was on All in the Family. It wasn't on Barney Miller. But the producer said to me, okay, so you don't like it, so what would you say? I said, I don't know what the hell I would say. I said, you know, I don't do improv. I don't do the writing. You write, I'll act it. And so then he says, but what would you say? And I was angry. And I said something that just came out of my anger. And he said, perfect, let's do it, let's go, shoot it. So that kind of, you know, that kind of moment it comes out of frustration. It comes out of frustration, but it was very real. And I didn't have time to work it. And so those kinds of moments were that was really gratifying. So it wasn't funny, but it was gratifying.
Somebody mentioned to me that if you did Barney Miller, and please give him another round. Someone had mentioned to me that if since Hollywood is intent on eating itself and remaking everything that was good in the 70s and 80s, if they ever remade Barney Miller, they would cast Adam in Max Gale's part as Wojo. Can you see that? And the Taekwondo outfits and all the rest of it?
Max Gale was in DC Cab.
Yes, he was.
I met him then, so after you guys had done that, I remember he took me to he had a sweat lodge up in Malibu. And I had no idea what the heck is a sweat lodge, but you go in there and it's hot, you sweat, and drink tea or something. Iced tea because it's so hot. I haven't seen it happen. He was one of the nicest guys I've ever met. Max Gale, he's just this cool, laid-back Malibu hippie, which is like the opposite of his character, so it's testament to his skill.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Adam Ball, when I first encountered your work, as so many young boys do, on an illegally copied VHS Full Metal Jacket. From now on, I love you. I love how in Angel, it takes both David Boreanaz and the whiny guy from Mad Men to give you a beatdown. And my question for the panel was, if you could indulge us with a favorite Adam Baldwin moment that you like.
I got a bunch of those. Yeah, one of my favorite ones was when we were shooting that scene in Serenity, where we were all up in the bridge and we were going through Reaver space, and we were staring at nothing, a green screen, and they were not real guys.
birds.
Not real. And we were supposed to be all scared, and Josh is talking us through the tape. He's like, okay, you're going through, everyone's really scared. Look to the left, there's one there. Look to the right. Very creepy, da-da-da. And Adam is like making this noise. He was like in the back and he was like, and I'm like dying. I'm trying not to laugh. And I'm like, what are you doing back there? Hysterical.
I remember that.
For those over there that didn't hear that, I was scared.
Oh gosh. I'm trying to think. Dear Diary. Dear Diary, today I was pompous and my sister was crazy. Okay. Also, I think one of the more enjoyable things about, or frustrating time and enjoyable to watch as a fellow actor was Adam, and I don't know if this was a choice, but Jayne had to touch everything in every scene. Do you know that? So Adam would sit there and with every scene and touch, which is always annoying, but in retrospect kind of funny.
But you know what else that you taught me, actually, as an actor to an actor, amongst many things, was that you always had to have a prop in your hand and you had to be doing something in the background. So like, if the scene wasn't about you, you would still try to find a way to make it about you. So, if you were doing something in the background of the prop, the editor would have no choice but to cut to you later to show what it was that you were doing, hence more screen time. And it's something that I have taken away. So thank you. Thank you, Adam.
All right, Ron, it's roast Adam Baldwin. Go. This actually happened off stage. We had trailers next to each other, and in my old-fashioned kind of way, I'm kind of the guy that likes to I like to, you know, prepare. It's kind of an old-fashioned thing, right, Adam? So anyway, I kind of like to prepare, and with that, I do it kind of like, you know, quietly and you know, sort of by myself. Like I said, he was right next door to me with the loudest damn music that he never stopped playing, and I couldn't bring myself to say anything about it. And so I would just kind of like, instead of preparing, I would just fume. Time for me to actually, yes.
He's a Metallica-ist.
Was it just a bunch of speed metal in the trailer all the time?
Speed metal, just a loud rock and roll. You bet. I'm sorry. Nobody said anything to me. Gina was the first one that actually came up and said, you know, we're sick of it. Stop. Okay, sorry, I had no idea. The headphones then. I really had no idea.
Now, if Ron had asked you the same question, would you have said live with it?
Maybe they're just as scared of me. Yes, sir.
Sorry this is garbled. I feel like I'm meeting my heroes. Jewel, I know you're not a mechanic. Sean, you're not really a doctor. Ron, you might be a secret agent. I firmly believe that, Adam, you could be an agent as well, that could break all our necks. Please don't. But my question is, I know Alan Tudyk had a couple of plots that he wanted to work in that
Okay,
never got around to.
pause. Pronounce the man's name.
Turdick.
No, seriously.
T-U-R-D-I-C-K.
I thought it was Jewel City as well. That makes me feel bad. Place to say.
It's Tudyk. He was teased at school.
Thank God.
You said he?
What were the other plot points that you guys wanted to do that weren't explicitly written, that were kind of your own projects?
I'll take this one. Purple leotard moment. What was that? Plot points what?
That you wanted working on your own, like 2 days wanted, or Alex. Lockups in the verse, Python funny stories, just never got worked in. You guys have anything similar?
I kept fighting with Joss about Jayne's relationship with,
Was it with Vera?
no. Anara, yeah. And he said, no, there's no chance. I said, you're missing something real good. Anara, she's like Jayne's perfect woman. Very intimidating, but just in every way perfect. But he said, no freaking way. Oh, okay. So I failed.